Yeah. So, so are you able to see my screen, right, Franklin?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm a AWS a DevOps engineer. Myself, Hari. I'm a solution architect. So I'm currently working as something like a senior DevOps engineer. So I have a 10 plus years of experience as a real-time and a trainer. I'm a ITL certified, AWS certified, solution architect certified. I'm a Red Hat certified, Red Hat system administrator certified.
Wow.
Yeah. So what we will discuss in the DevOps full course, so we'll discuss the DevOps overview, something like a modules of a overview, why DevOps, how DevOps, Ocean control using Git and GitHub, Bitbucket, GitLab. We will show you the GitHub, GitLab, and Bitbucket. Continuous integration using Jenkins. So containerization using Dockers, something like a containerization, Kubernetes. What is Kubernetes? So what is Ansible? What is Puppet? What is continuous monitoring to using Nagios? So this is the DevOps overview. Something like before, I think you know, right? What is a waterfall and agile model?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know?
No.
You don't know, right? So initially something like before agile model. So if a software, you know SDLC, right? Software development life cycle.
Yes.
Yeah, software development life cycle following the waterfall models. Waterfall models mean everything manual, something like analyze, plan, design, build, test, deploy. So everything will be done through sequentially and manually. So after agile, so there is a concept of agile is the concept. It is a something like a sprint based model. So agile is nothing but so comes into the picture. Agile comes into the picture. Automation comes into the picture. So DevOps comes into the picture. So in the agile model, something like analyze, plan, design, build, test, design, plan, test, deploy. So is there any errors or any bugs in this iteration? You will find out and you will resolve immediately. Something like a limitations of waterfall model. So no working software is produced until late during the life cycle. So once an application is in testing stage, it is a very difficult to go back and change something that was not well throughout in the concept stage. Something like a high amount of risks and uncertainty if you use the waterfall model. So not a good model for complex and object-oriented projects. So not a good model for complex and object-oriented projects. So not suitable for the projects where the requirements are at the moderate to high risk of the changing. High risk of the changing. So what is the agile methodology? So in the agile methodology, each project is broken up into several iterations. Each in the agile methodology, each project is broken up into several iterations. All the iterations, all the iterations should be the same time duration between 2 to 8 weeks. At the end of each iteration, a working product should be delivered. Something like a develop, design, discover, develop, design, discover. This is the first iteration. We got the more errors, so we find out the errors and we resolve this. The second iteration, develop, design, discover, and third iteration, develop, design, discover. In these two iterations, so we at the end of the each iteration, a working product should be delivered. A working product should be a delivered. So limitations of agile methodology. So limitations of agile methodology. So what development team saying something like code works fine in my laptop. So code works fine in my laptop. So what they want a change in the operations team. Operations team is nothing but a Linux team or something like a Windows team. Operations team is saying like there is some problem with the code, it does not work in the production. So something like a wants a stability, wants a change. So wants a stability, wants a change. So we want to stabilize, then it comes into the solution is a DevOps. So it wants a stability and wants a change. The solution is a DevOps. So DevOps is not a tool. DevOps is a methodology or DevOps is a culture to use a developer using some tools and the operations team are using some tools. So we will work together and do the automation. So do the automation. Development team and operations team work together and 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 did the deployments through automation. This is nothing but a DevOps. DevOps is not a tool. DevOps is a culture or a methodology. So what is DevOps? So something like a DevOps is using something like a CI/CD. CI/CD means continuous integration and continuous deployment. So these who are providing the integration, continuous integration and continuous deployment, a Jenkins or a Bamboo or a Hudson or a CI/CD nowadays. So GitHub Actions or a Jenkins something like GitLab CI/CD. So there is a GitLab CI/CD also. Same like as a Azure CI/CD also there. ADO Azure DevOps portal. So that provides a CI/CD model. Something like a plan, code, build, test. So for planning and coding, they are using like Jira, Git, and Subversion. So for building purpose, Maven, Ant, Gradle. For testing purpose, they are using say C Linux and JUnit. For deployment and operate monitoring purpose, they are using deployment and operate purpose. They are using Docker, Vagrant, a Puppet, Chef, a Stall Stack, and Ansible. So deployment purpose, deploy and operate purpose, they are using a Docker, a Vagrant, Puppet, Chef, Ansible, and Stall Stack. For monitoring purpose, they are using ELK is for a logs monitoring tool, and Nagios is for servers monitoring tool, and Splunk also a same way. So DevOps stages. What are the stages of DevOps? So something like a 4 stages in the DevOps. Something like a 1, 2, 3, 4. The first version is version control. The second one is a continuous integration. The third one is continuous delivery. The fourth one is continuous deployment. The first one is version control. The second one is continuous integration. The third one is continuous delivery. The fourth one is continuous deployment. So what is the first one? Version control. So version control system, version control system, VCS.
Yeah.
So which version control system a distributed or a centralized?
Uh, um, centralized.
Centralized distributed version control system is subversion. So distributed version control system is something like a GitLab, GitHub, Bitbucket. So those are the distributed version control system. So the maintains a different versions of the code. Why we are using the version control system? So maintains a different versions of the code, source code management. The second one, continuous integration. So continuous integration, compile, validate, code review, unit testing, and integration testing. So continuous integration. In the continuous integration, compile, validate, code review, unit testing, integration testing. Continuous building. The third one is continuous testing. So continuous delivery. Continuous delivery. In the continuous delivery, deploying the build application to the build applications to test servers performing UAT. Deploying the build application to the test servers performing UAT. So that is nothing but a continuous testing. So configuration, the fourth one is continuous deployment. What is the continuous deployment? So whatever the code developer develop the code, so we need to deploy it on the either Docker or on-premise servers or a cloud servers, right? So deploying the tested application on the prod servers for release. So configuration management and containerization we are using, and the continuous monitoring. Now you got it right, the DevOps stages, Franklin?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Very.
very good, very good. So source code management. So I already told you, right? Centralized version control system and distributed version control system. In the centralized version control system, the repository is there. So working copy is there. So we can push commit copy. Something like we have a centralized server is there. If the server goes down, something like if it is a hardware server, so definitely it will crash. So if you crash that server, centralized server, the repository, the whatever the code developer develop the code, it will be crashing. There is a big impact in the centralized version control system. So in the distributed version control system, Git, who developed Git? Who developed Linux? Franklin?
Say that again, please.
Sorry?
I didn't hear what you said.
So who developed Linux? Who created Linux OS? Who invented? Created? Who developed?
I don't know the name.
Git. Who developed Git? Do you know?
The same guy.
Yeah, Linus Torvald. So Linus Torvald. So first initially developed the Linux. So then something like they created the distributed version control system Git. Git CLA is developed by the Linus Torvald.
So if you don't mind, is it I think it's best if we start with AWS part first.
Yes, definitely we will start that. So I will tell you. So what are the something like tools we are telling in this one. So yeah, definitely I will start in the AWS only starting. So what is first I need to something like if you know Linux, we can skip the Linux. So if you don't know, I can give you the from scratch.
No, we can skip Linux.
Okay. So we can start AWS, right?
Yes.
You know something like a services. What are the services you know? So what is the cloud history? You know, right?
Yeah, we don't have to go through that.
Okay, okay. So I will tell you from the, so I will tell you from the, so what ECT computing services. Okay.
Um,
Though I think you know the, so I will ask some questions. Do you know or not know? So can you tell me something like, yeah. So cloud services. So what are the cloud services?
we have infrastructure as a service.
Very
We
good.
have platform as a service, and we have software as a service.
Yeah. So what are the cloud environments? Cloud environments.
Uh, Azure,
Mm-hmm.
GCP and AWS, Alibaba.
So what are the cloud providers?
Say that again, please.
Cloud providers.
Um, Microsoft. Yeah, these are the cloud providers.
What are the environments? Cloud environments.
I don't know. I'm not sure. Public cloud and private cloud and hybrid cloud as well.
Very
What's
good.
the difference?
Yeah. So these are the cloud environments. Now you got it right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you know region, right? Regions, availability zones, right?
Um, if we can review that, that would be good.
Sorry?
No, if we can review that, that would be good.
Okay. I will give you a review on this. So cloud services are IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. So this will be an everything, either GCP, AWS, or like OCI, Oracle Cloud, or something like any cloud. So we are using these services, right? So
Okay.
IaaS, SaaS, and PaaS. So cloud environments are a public, private, and cloud and hybrid environments. Cloud providers are Azure, GCP, AWS, IBM, Alibaba, and OCA. So what are the AWS services? Do you know?
EC2 IAM.
Yes, very good.
IAM RDS,
Okay.
DNS Route 53,
Very good.
Elastiload, ELBS3, Elastiload,
Mm-hmm.
auto scaling.
Mm-hmm.
What EKS?
Elastic Container Services is nothing but a ECS. EKS, Elastic Kubernetes Services.
Okay.
Okay.
We have auto scaling, we have CloudWatch,
CloudWatch.
um, um, yeah, Lambda, AWS Lambda.
Mm-hmm.
We have Cloud Trail,
CDN, Content Delivery Network. CloudFront.
CloudFront. Yeah. See, Container Delivery Network is CloudFront, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. Yes.
About what do you know? Do you know CFT?
CloudFront, uh, CloudFormation.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
why we
CloudFormation.
cloud formation template? So AWS using CFT, right?
Yes.
Azure is using ARM templates, right?
Okay.
Something like OCA is something.
OCI.
Yeah. Oracle, Oracle.
Cloud infrastructure.
Yes, Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. Before it is a OPC, Oracle Public Cloud, right? Before it is OPC, now it is OCA.
OCI.
Yeah, these three are something like these three are using different something like IAC tools. These are IAC tools, right? They're
Yeah.
different types of
Infrastructure as a code.
yeah. So something like so there is a common IAC tool is there for every cloud provider. That is a
Terraform. Terraform.
Terraform is developed by the HashiCorp, right? HashiCorp, something like
HashiCorp.
yeah. Registry.terraform.io. So HashiCorp provided the Terraform to browse cloud providers. So something like Azure, AWS, Google Platform, Kubernetes, Alibaba Cloud, Oracle Cloud, something like 2664 services. They're providing the Terraform. If you're using 2664 cloud providers are there. So something like a providers, Terraform is using 2664 providers. It is using the Terraform. Now you got it?
Got it.
Yeah. So this is the something like these are the tools we are discussing. So if you are okay, so we will start from tomorrow. So is it okay for you? Something like 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. every day, 9 p.m. IST to Rohan, you there?
9 p.m. What time is it in
9 p.m. would be like something I need to check.
Where you are from?
it's gonna be like 10
which
a.m. 10 a.m. Eastern time.
Eastern time, right? You are using?
It would be like 7:30.
10:30 a.m.
Wait. No, no, no,
88.
no. No, no, no.
So where you?
शांत लो मैं.
So here
It would be like something 10:30 a.m. 10:30 a.m. your time.
yeah, I already
Yeah,
10:30 a.m.
10:30. Yeah.
You see something like 10:30 a.m. So here 9 so 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. right? 10:30 a.m. So 10:30 a.m. is okay for you?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll start from tomorrow 9:30 and so 9 to 10 p.m. Okay, Rokan?
Okay, that works.
Okay. Rohan, please create a new link or we can use this link.
The same link will be there.
Yeah, okay. Okay. So I will give you everything. I will train you everything, whatever
Okay.
we committed, Franklin.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay.